you are here? Why do you think you were incarnated? Or why you weren't born on Mars or Saturn or in a completely different universe? There's a reason why you're here on Earth. And it's not for the reason you think it is. I learned this years ago when I was channeling Archangel Michael, and it's something that I've never let go of. And it's become a huge part of who I am and what I teach and how I guide my clients and all of my followers and subscribers. Because it's very real. You are here, or you are sent here, to experience heaven in human form. You experience love and overflow and laughter, the full expression, the full experience. You're not just here to survive, you're here to create a magical existence in this physical reality. You're here to be walking proof that divine gets to look like joy, freedom, and dripping in blessings. Blessings, miracles, all of it. You didn't come here to struggle, you came here to experience the divine. And that's why I preach the whole idea of Earth Angel Baddie. Because what is more empowering and amazing, incredible in that? Yes, we're spiritual, but we're also human. You're not here to escape the 3D. You're here to create the most abundant and incredible 3D experience possible. There's such a crazy focus on escapism within the spiritual community right now. But why? Why? Well, most of the time it's because people aren't happy in themselves, or they don't feel like they're worthy of much more, or they really just don't like their 3D experience as it is right then and there. And it makes them feel really good that there's an opportunity to get away. Think about Disney princesses, for example. You know, the knight in shining armor coming to take you away from the evil queen or the big bad wolf or whatever. But that's not how life works. That's not how life works. The way life works is that you're the knight in shining armor. And you're here to save yourself and create the most incredible and amazing life that you could ever imagine. Because I don't know about you guys, all of my favorite things are in the 3D. My kids, butterflies. Butterflies are freaking cool. Butterflies are really freaking cool. I mean, they're literally are caterpillars that go within this cocoon and then just magically come out as butterflies. Dragonflies are really cool too, by the way. My cat, as you can see in here now, I actually have several cats. I have 7. I know, I'm crazy. My husband, my mom, my puppies. I have 4 rescue pit bulls that are my absolute babies. And gosh, I think if my husband let me have more, I might have more. But that's my point. There was a time in my spiritual practice or my spiritual awakening or my life in general where I didn't love my life. And the beautiful thing was the ability to co-create with my angels and the universe and God to actually have an incredible life right here, right now, in this moment. And I couldn't be happier because it was what I was meant to do, and I was meant to inspire and show all of you how to do the same. One little step at a time. So let's talk about transformation really quick, because what is transformation? Transformation is change. It's embracing change. It's understanding that 1, you are the problem, but you're also the solution. Yeah, that doesn't always feel good when you hear that, right? That you are the problem, but you are also the solution. I get it. It's not an easy pill to swallow. And there's no magic easy pill either. There's no one meditation that you're going to do that's going to change your life. There's not one specific prayer that you're going to say that's going to absolutely change your life. It's a 365-day, 24 hours in the day thing. Well, because even sleeping is important, right? Because rest is productive. That's a big part of being an Earth Angel Baddie, by the way, is understanding that you're worthy of rest. And that rest is productive, and it's a big part of the journey, and that you should do that every day. And you should schedule time to rest every day, just like maybe you need to schedule time for joy. Because that's a big part of your transformation. It's about understanding what kind of life you want. And then understanding that you get to create it. You're not a slave to your destiny, you create your destiny. But you get to do that with your divine partnership with your angels. Like Archangel Michael. Oh, that's Gabriel. Archangel Michael. Listen, there's nothing wrong with you. You probably just haven't been taught the truth. And that's okay too. Because here I am. And I'm ready to really kind of help you get into the next level. Because First thing is, like I said, you're going to accept the simple fact that, you know what, you are the problem, but you are the solution, because you are your own knight in shining armor. Now, 2, what are you going to do about it? Who do you want to be? How does a person dress? Do they go to the gym? Do they drink their water? What are they never going to allow happen in their lives ever again? Like, one promise I made to myself is that I'm never, ever going to allow anyone to make me feel powerless ever again. Now, the 3rd step is pretty simple. Close the damn door. Close the damn door to your previous life. Now, there's this whole misconception, and I play around with it too. You know, it's fun that the old version of you is bad. The old version of you is not bad. The old version of you helped you get to the version of you are right now. But it's time for your old version of yourself to get put out to pasture. Maybe you send them to Tahiti for a cocktail, or maybe it's just the end of their days. And that's okay too. It's up to you. It's your path. It's your journey. You get to choose that. But we do it with love, because they truly helped us get to where we are right now. And so they deserve that, because they probably decided at some point that, you know what, I want more, so I'm going to do more. I'm going to seek opportunities or seek education in healing, etc. So they're pretty badass as it is. They're just really tired. Okay, Kate, what's the 3rd step? Simple and easy. Well, kind of easy. Well, did I already say the 3rd step? 3rd step, we just talked about that. I try to be really real with you guys. We're doing this in real time, no editing, just channeling from the top of this incredible crown chakra of mine. That's it. So the 4th step really is about anchoring in this new identity. Step 1, simple, easy. You are the problem, but you're also the solution. Step 2, who do you want to become? 3, we didn't skip it. 3 is closing the door. Closing the door to the old version of yourself with love. 4, anchoring in who that is. I want you to pick one thing that you can do to anchor in that new identity of yourself. For me, it's simple. It's easy. Every single day, I drink a glass of water in a really bougie cup. Not a Stanley. We're talking gorgeous. Glass even. How scary. I got kids and puppies. Gorgeous. Literally makes me feel like a divine being, a baddie. And I drink my glass of water, and I enjoy it. Sometimes I put a little wedge of lemon in there. Another thing I do to anchor in my identity is I do my skincare every day. Skincare, because my favorite version of myself does her skincare every day. Find the little things that you can do to anchor in the new reality. Final step, you hold the vibe, even when it gets weird. Even when it gets weird. Even when you feel like everything is falling apart, you still hold the vibe, right? And that is why we anchor in the identity, because we make sure we do those things every single day, whether it's drinking a glass of water, because that's all you can do on your worst day to anchor in your identity. We still hold the vibe on our worst day. We still are our new version of ourselves. So there's no more teetering back and forth between the old version and the new version, because we're still anchoring in the new identity, even on our worst days. And that's why it's really important to pick something small. That's not to say you're not going to anchor in your identity in big, beautiful ways all the time, but you have to have that one non-negotiable that you do every single day. For me, I literally started out with just drinking a glass of water. Now I anchor in the identity no matter what I do. I always do my skincare and go for my little hot girl walk. Those are my non-negotiables that I do every single day, no matter what, unless I have like a crazy fever. Then that's a different story. But I will still drink a glass of water, and I'll still do my skincare. We're still working on the hot girl walk thing. You see what I'm saying? But here's my little advice to you. You never miss more than one day. Because we all make mistakes, right? We all make mistakes. So if you miss one day, fine. We don't miss 2. We do not miss 2 days. Like I said, unless there's unforeseen adventures, or we're going on vacation. Because rest is productive, and joy is always the goal and why we're here. But we're anchoring in this new identity so that we can actually create the life we've always wanted, the version of ourselves that actually creates it. Because too many times we're so focused on the end result, we're not focused on anchoring in the identity of the person who actually created that life. Boom, mind blown, life changing, right? Anchor in the identity of the person that created the life you always wanted. Because that's a person that's a mover and shaker. That's the person with the ambition. That's the one that makes change. Because too many times we try to go with the old version of ourselves to the favorite version of ourselves, and we forget there's this whole in between. You're in the in between, and that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing that you're in the in-between. You just gotta accept it, embrace it, and understand that you're in the in-between, and you're gonna be the best version of that in-between ever. So you do your skincare, or whatever your anchoring and identity is. You know what I mean? Because you are an Earth Angel baddie, and we are a baddie every single day. Because we're worth it. We're deserving. So we do it. Okay? I love you guys. Tell me in the comments below exactly how you're going to anchor in your new identity. What is one thing that you're going to commit to? But I also want to know what is one thing that the old version of you is not coming with you to the new version of you. What is something you're removing too? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to work with me, check out my description box because there's a whole bunch of sexy little links in there where you can have incredible wealth and information and knowledge and maybe even work one-on-one with me. I love you guys.